This is Mike 7 Charlie Sierra commencing the Saturday Ragchew Net. Just turned down all the reverbs, making sure I'm getting through there. So looks like I am. So that's all good. So we got the pre-check-in to key ups while the live stream is going. We've got GW5 VOG got in first. Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa in at number 3. G0EUZ in at number 4, M7EMH in at number 5, M9TZY Ray and Newton Abbott, and M7JBB Brian Stoke-on-Trent. So, would anyone else like to check in to the Saturday Ragchew Net? If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, nothing heard. So, we'll start as we mean to go on now. We've got those pre-check-ins. So, we'll go for the first round. So, we'll go round to Steve, your first GW5 VOG.
GW5 VOG returning. Good evening, Chris, and Michael, and Rod. I didn't catch anybody else that you mentioned. I've just been hectically just adjourned to the front room in our house and put on TV to carry on watching the football, and it said I had to sign in. So I've been frantically trying to do that. So you know what it's like, codes and weird things like that appear, and anyway, I've got it on now. It's the Champions League Cup final in Hungary, as I'm sure a lot of you know, and it's 1-1 and in extra time at the moment. So yeah, I've been quite busy today because I was doing trying to do anyway, a special event station down at Lavenot Point, but it didn't go very well, unfortunately. So I'll come back to that next over. So back to you, Chris, M7CCS from GW5 VOG.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, get your pen ready there, Steve, because I'll do a quick recap as well. But of course, yeah, it can be just, you know, if something doesn't happen, you don't get the contacts or things like that. But of course, it's the taking part that counts, and you were there. So there you go. So the quick recap. After yourself, you've got Michael, WA5RIP, G0EUZ Rod at number 4, M7EMH Sooty is listening, M9TZY Ray in Newton Abbott. So that's M9TZY Ray in Newton Abbott, and M7JBB, that's Brian Stoke-on-Trent. So we'll now go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks, Chris. This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, coming to you from Lebanon, Tennessee, United States of America, where today it's about 27 degrees Celsius, but it feels more like a very humid day in Florida. So, as they call it here, the air you can wear because it's so humid it just sticks to your clothes. And we're surrounded by little small miniature climates. Reminds me of my station in Key West. You could literally have rain on one side of the street and dry conditions across the exact opposite of that. And that's what I've got going on right now. So any time, just about any minute, I could suddenly start pouring down on my house and never touch my neighbor's house. That's how small the miniature climates are these days. So kind of like being back home, back down in Florida. But everything is going well today. I'm not going to be able to probably complete the whole net because we're celebrating my wife's birthday, which was yesterday, along with Chris's birthday. Happy birthday, Chris. And we're having the family over to celebrate her birthday today. so I'll probably leave the net just a few minutes early. And with that, I'll say hello to Steve and hello to Rod. Glad the gang is mostly all here. And I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5 for Romeo India Papa.
And Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, and seeing how I'm coming back out and trying to have a little listen for myself so that I know that I am coming out. I'm coming in via ALLSTAR on CQ Northwest. Yeah, I'm just holding my finger down on my phone actually using DV switch, which is connected to the node. So that was one of the presents I got, and I got that from Donna. So yeah, I think my audio is good enough. I will pass it round to Rod G0 EUZ. Round to you there, Rod. And of course, yeah, we get some comments on the audio, but I am going through the phone on DV switch. People have seen videos of Andrea do the same sort of thing. Right, we will go round to Rod G0EUZ, and yep, I will flash some pictures up from my birthday yesterday. There's none of me in them though, but yeah, you pretty much see what I saw, and in order. Over to you there, Rod G0EUZ. Okay, I don't know if that last over worked, so yeah, well, it did work because I can hear myself coming back. So we try Rod again, G0EUZ, sorry for the echo. Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, I had about, what did I get, 3.3 seconds from you, and yeah, then you cut out. Try again there, Rod, G0EUZ.
To Kathy. Final weather over there.
Yeah, I'm not getting you, Rod. Think I might need a little reboot, maybe. Right, I'll try for one of the other stations that keyed up during the live stream start and the countdown timer. We'll try for M9 TZY Ray Newton Abbott. Of illumination, but I'm sure I did hear myself coming back. I'll go, I'll try it again one more time for M9TZY. Okay, nothing heard, so I won't call that again. So we're for M7JBB, Brian, Stoke-on-Trent. Okay, heard that. So what we'll do is see if anybody is on the side and would like to join in with the Saturday Ragchew Net. If you would, go ahead, sign name and location, and an over. Okay, I'll keep that as nothing heard. I haven't heard anything anywhere, so I am getting out for the networking. Well, I can see, because I can see the pre-live stream and see the sound bar going up there. And I did on my my other device. So yeah, I came to I've done WiresX, I've done DMR, yeah, and ALLSTAR. So right, we will go back to the top of the list, and hopefully I ain't just to myself, nothing's lying to me. I don't think it is. So we go round to GW5 VOG.
GW5DRG returning, thank you, Chris. Just out of interest, I'm pretty sure I heard Rod on the last over. I think you said you didn't hear him. So, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but yeah. So the football's still going on. There's just a couple of minutes of extra time left, so next it'll be penalties, which will be painful to watch, I think, because it can go either way, can't. So it's the final is in Budapest in Hungary, and my son who works for Sky has gone there, not working because it's not on Sky, just as a spectator. So he's had 3 days there in Budapest. Very nice if you can get it. So I think he had a free ticket and a free hotel room as well. So how about that? Right, the special event thing we started out. I was with somebody, a very, very experienced operator, doing HF voice, and we put up the antenna, which is one of those G5 RP, whatever it is, PJ. You know the one I mean. It's like a kind of dipole thing. And we were powering with a generator, and no power was coming through from the generator, so nobody could work out what was happening there. Anyway, then somebody went home and got another generator. Stop. The radio wouldn't work, so, and it wouldn't tune up, and etc. etc. So this went on and on and on, and then we discovered that nobody was doing very well. The bands were dead. So I'll continue the story after, because I'll time out because it goes on and on. It's just one disaster after another. So anyway, M7CCS from GW5 VOG. Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, it doesn't always go to plan. Things don't always go to plan. But of course, you know, it can be helped. And of course, we did have a storm, didn't we? Of course, yeah, that was pretty spectacular. Through the heat. Then we had a storm, so of course, yeah, that will affect things. Other people have been getting I forgot what they call it, where we get the high pressure. They've been getting lifts in 2 meter things. I've heard reports of that. But yeah, all good there. So yeah, I am still using the DV switch now. So yeah, I was using DMR to confirm because I just knew it just worked. So we will go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. Yeah. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo, India Papa. Would you like to go again? And there was some kind of came, and I think it keeps. I don't know if the network is breaking down. Next in the list, so yeah, I believe that's Rod. So we'll try Rod. G0 EUZ.
G0 EUZ. Let's hope I'm coming through now. I'll turn to YSX. I don't know why I don't stick on YSX. That seems to work better. Yeah, it's been a funny old week. But as I said in the beginning, I'm still not showing on the dashboard yet. Oh yes, here we go. So yeah, happy birthday to you, Chris, and happy birthday to Kathy. We'll get back to where we were. And hello to Steve and to Michael. So yeah, I've had a funny week. I decided to update the firmware on the 787, and I thought I bricked it, to be honest. It come up with an error, flash error or something. Anyway, it turned out I was trying to use the version 2 CPS rather than the version 1, which is my radio. So anyway, it did it, and I thought it was working. I've tested it out, and everything was going all right. It's showing up at my end, but it's not coming out of the other end properly. So there we go. I'm going to stop using the DMR, I'm afraid. I'm going to stick to YSX. That seems to be the only one that works. Of course, I could always try C4 FM on Daryl's net, but we'll see. So yeah, so where are we now? What time have I got? Yeah, I'm all right there. Not a lot doing at this end. I've been messing with computers all week, apart from the 787. It's just a shame, you know. It's a nice rig. I like it, and I've used it all the time that I've been on. Maybe I need a totally new hotspot, but no, I think we'll consolidate and stick to the YSX. Back to you then, Chris. M7CCS G0 EUZ.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Yep, you definitely. It was all working well there for you, and WiresX definitely seems to be the way for you there. So we'll see if anyone else would like to join us. Yeah, seems a little bit rickety tonight. I'm watching a 5G flick on off, but yeah, of course things are affected by those when we have storms, aren't they? But of course, yeah, I think the live streams are all going out good and well. So yeah, I heard peace of Rod, Michael said, and of course he's heard pretty much all of it. I hear Rod on YouTube, but not on the radio. It's Michael, and we didn't hear you on the radio, Michael. That is delayed though. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll see if anybody else would like to join in. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. Okay, so we go back up to the top of the list and we go to GW5 VOG.
GW5 VOG returning. Yeah, so continuing my tale of woe, we changed the antenna for another, just a dipole-y thing, and no change. The sun was so bright that we couldn't see the screen on the radio properly, and so the guy who was doing the actual operating was starting to lose the plot, and he was kind of cracking up, and I think he felt so embarrassed, I don't know, that nothing would work. And eventually we just gave up. Now, we had another part of our party were transmitting from the fort at Lavernock Point, which is only a couple of 100 yards away from the point, but it's a sort of quarter of an hour walk. You have to go around a holiday village to get to it. So we couldn't communicate with them. There was no mobile phone signal. We couldn't get them on 2 meters for some reason. So it was a disaster. But when I did manage to speak to them, they'd struggled. I mean, they'd made contacts, but in a couple of hours, they'd only made about sort of 20, I think. So they were doing QRP a lot of the time, although the guy doing the main transmitting was he operated on it with an amplifier at one point to boost it up a bit. He was using ICOM 705, but anyway, so and another load of disasters. In the end, we just gave up and went at 1:30. We were supposed to be there till 3:30, but it didn't really matter, and I think the people over in Somerset were having almost as bad a time of it as we were. So anyway, back to you, Chris M7CCS from GW5 VOG.
Node 59224.
Mike 7, Charlie. Wow, I'm trying something, and yeah, it is working. Yeah, it does seem to be working now. Yeah, I'm talking into my phone and I'm pressing my TTT on my mouse, and on the computer. I'm trying to get it to actually display it, but it's not displaying it. I've got to hold into a position, but I will way of displaying it and getting it out there. How I'm getting it. If I drop away on audio, it drops a little the WiresX side, but then again, I've been a little bit droppy on WiresX mode, and yeah, I took a temperature on my actual node, which I go into, and it was at about 80 degrees for the Ragchew. So it might not be a good idea to go in for that, but I can hear the 200 beeping away. I'm beeping away, so hopefully all audio is heard. So we will now go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. I don't know what happened. Happened.
This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and the last transmission I got from you, the very end, happened. So hopefully you're hearing me at this point in time. So I'm just going to rattle on for a second or two and say that sounds like we're having gremlins everywhere. So I hope everybody's hearing me at this point in time. What I did was I ended up reconnecting to northwest, southwest again. And when I did that, I could hear Steve right in the middle of what he was saying. And now I see that I'm coming up on YouTube. So it must be connected somewhere along the way. Because I'm on YouTube and on the radio, I hope. And with that, I'll turn it over to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, heard absolutely everything. There's a reverb there from the radio, because of course, yeah, it takes the audio over, unfortunately, but yeah, not a problem there. So I can see it's solid through the DMR, it seems to be solid through the XLX, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not for radio. All I'm doing is pressing. Well, you can see on the screen. I will actually drop. Mike 7 Charlie Sierra coming back there, so you'll see that delayed on the live stream. But yeah, I basically then put my mouse cursor around so you can see it. So you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. I'm going to screen at the minute, but of course it's Paul. The actual software where I stream out on. So of course you've got Peanut Audio with actually the audio going out, and then of course yeah, you've got me connected through my ALLSTAR TV switch, and I'm using my phone. I'm using the phone microphone. You might be hearing my YSF radio doing a little drop, but yeah. That's pretty much it. The only problem I do get is, of course, yeah, finding out where we go next if there's something in the way on the other screen, which there is, but I'm going to take a stab at it. I think it's Rod G0. He's right to you there.
Geez, you said to the group. Yeah, yes, it's sounding horrible today. Michael was alright. Steve was alright. Steve was keep dropping, Chris. But then every now and again, you come through perfect. So it's one of those things, isn't it? So what else is going on? Yeah, weather-wise, it's obviously been a very hot week, and most uncomfortable week. I can hear an echo on YouTube. So yeah, very hot indeed. We should have taken the dogs on the dog field on Tuesday. My daughter's 2 dogs and our dog, and it was just too hot.
Node 5, 9,
but we did go on Friday. It was a bit cool. It's just too hot with this. In fact, I thought it was going to rain, but it didn't. But we did go on. So we managed to get one in. But yeah, instead of walking him 3 times a day, I'm just doing him first thing in the morning. Well, first thing for me, about 9 o'clock, and then in the evening about 6. You know, the rest of the time it's just too hot. So yeah, all good. Yeah, computer-wise, I've been messing about with the 2 laptops again. And the one that was no longer working, I managed to get working, but I managed to damage the ribbon cable for the touchpad, so it no longer has a touchpad. I put Windows back on it, but it's still not recognising the power supply, so it won't charge the battery. So I've decided to scrap that one. The other one is actually working all right. I've sent for a battery for that. It is recognising the power supply, and I've sent for a battery for it. So, but that one is a Linux one, and I just want to play with Linux. So obviously this laptop, though I know, I'll leave that one alone. I've not got a good record with them at the moment, so we'll leave that one alone while it's working. So, yeah, back to you, Chris. M7CCS G0 EUZ.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, it's something just clicked. I just had a light bulb moment. There's me trying to demonstrate something that the exclusive has worked perfect when I tested it. But at the time, I wasn't actually streaming the Ragchew, as well as actually restreaming the Ragchew, because it goes out a little bit more later on Facebook. So, of course, yeah, that's the thing there. So, yeah, I'm keeping an eye, making sure that I am seeing a bar going up on the peanut. As long as there's a bar going up on the peanut, as far as I'm concerned, I must be going out via YSF now. So I've switched back to the FTM 100. There is a fan in with the little YSX node. So of course, yeah, that should probably be keeping things cool. And I've heard it kick in. I've been down and I've flicked a switch as well. It's not normally on because it's very loud. But yeah, it needs to be on. So yeah, that's all good there. So it was Rod we spoke to. I can actually see my log now. So we'll see if anybody else would like to join us. But I did hear there was a ball game. I heard that. So yeah, should we talk about my birthday a little bit? Yeah, I think we should. So this will be coming over the live stream. So first of all, I went for breakfast with Donna and the boys. One's tired. So yeah, so they got their breakfast in front of them. My breakfast is showing. And of course, that was a Toby Carvery breakfast. And we went early. Yeah, we went early, around, I think it was 9:30, actually. So of course, everything was nice and fresh. We were pretty much, yeah, you know, about the 5th people up to the carvery. So, yeah, everything was all nice. And Bella had a sausage, as well. So, yeah, that's, one thing that we done. So that was breakfast. I'm keeping an eye on the timer, so I'm going to take a pit.
Portable.
Like I said, breakfast was showing. And then, of course, after breakfast, we get presents. And I see my birthday cake for the first time. So, of course, yeah, I had a lovely carrot cake, which Donna made. She panicked a little bit about making it, but she always makes a good carrot cake. So, yeah, lovely carrot cake. And of course, there's all my presents, and yeah, adjusting, you know, and I did get a little bit, I got some tobacco, but yeah, but that was because Donna didn't know how much I actually had. So yeah, we turned that one off now. And then of course, yeah, throughout the day we get our happy birthday messages and everything else. And Mr. MW0GSR happened in the W.D.R.G chat. He happened to wish me happy birthday, and yeah, like he called City, he twisted some names round, as he done it, he did it with me. So I chucked it into AI. So yeah, Lord Chris of Ragchew, Snotty Foodborne. So of course, yeah, there's been a little bit of foodborne on there. I have missed one off, which was yeah, the kebab pictures. So yeah, that one will get put on to the the live stream, and then of course as soon as it pops up, yeah, you'll see what I opted for me evening food. But of course, yeah, chuck myself into AI, and of course that's what it came up with. And of course, yeah, if you want to revisit that picture after the Ragchew or whatever, it is actually the one that displays for the thumbnail for the live stream, the YouTube channel. So right.
2E0 HDT portable.
We will go up to Steve GW5 VOG, so the live stream will be a little bit behind. So even with taking a bit, so we'll put it round to Steve GW5 VOG, and yeah, that timemate will show up after everything that's showing on the live stream, delayed probably. Over to you there, Steve.
GW5VOG returning. I think there was a 2E0 station trying to call in then. I don't know whether you heard it. Right, so cut final, so we're a bit disappointed with that. I don't support Arsenal, I support Manchester City, and Arsenal beat them to win the Premier League this year. We were second, but my son is a mad Arsenal fan, so my wife supports them as well, so I'm not kind of allowed to say anything bad about them, and I have to support them. So I was quite pleased that Arsenal had a go at winning the league, because they've been second for about 5 years, and I would have liked them to win today. As I said, my son is actually in the stadium. He'll be gutted now. They lost on penalties, so yeah, never mind. At least they didn't lose on the pitch, sort of thing. Right, so just to round off the my tales of woe from this morning and this afternoon, we also were trying to log into our Flex radio that's in our shack, which is only about half a mile away from Lavernock Point. But of course, having virtually no or completely no mobile phone signal off and on, we couldn't do that. There's no chance of that. So everything went wrong. So the sooner we forget about that, the better. Anyway, so we had a nice drink in our clubhouse after, and I got home, and it took me hours to unload all the batteries and stuff I had in the car. So there we are, and then we had quite a nice evening meal, and then watched the football, which has just ended in disaster. So back to you, Chris M7CCS from GW5VOG.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, there must have been one hell of an echo on the Facebook Live. And yeah, the 2E0 station, I don't know the call sign, but we'll say the 2E0. And of course, yeah, after we've spoken to Rod, it is a small group, we'll get down to you there. So if you happen to be watching the live stream, although it is delayed, it will be flashing up now, the log there. So of course, yeah, and the 2E0, there we go, it's just popped up. So there you go. So that is acknowledged. So what we're going to do is we're going to go round to Whiskey Alpha 5 India.
Thanks, Chris. This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. I hope that everything is going through like it should. I'm not really for sure. I'm kind of confused on my end where we're at right now. I did hear a complete audio from Steven, so I hope that people are hearing something from me. I hope I pop up on YouTube here in a couple of minutes and everything is clear as it should be. I did get to see your picture. Actually, I thought at first I thought it was a picture of old King Henry VIII, who went through a lot of food and several wives. A lot of them ended up off with their head at the end of the marriage. But your breakfast looked excellent. The two boys there across the table from you didn't seem quite as enthused. One of them looked like he was eating. The other one looked like he didn't really want to have his picture taken at that point in time. But that may have been just the way it was. But anyway, the food looks like. I thought about you this week. My wife made birds in a nest, several plates of it for breakfast this week. And so that's what I've been having. I had one this morning with bacon. And she also made excellent Greek salad with chicken, diced chicken in it, pasta, and all kinds of other tomatoes and all kinds of other things that were very good. That's about all I remember this week that she's made. Of course, she tries to make stuff that's easier. She's not been feeling too well here lately. But the food that she does make has been fantastic. And so I've been enjoying that. And I believe having fish for her birthday dinner this evening. And like I say, I'm going to be cutting out a little early for that. It's going to be some from our favorite restaurant, a place just across the border in Kentucky called Harper's. They make some of the best catfish I've ever tasted. So I'll be going for that after a while. And I guess that's my food form for today. And I'll turn it back to you, and we'll get on with the net again. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, you were definitely coming through that time. You turned around and said about, oh, and then YouTube. And of course, yeah, I had some little droppiness. And yeah, I remembered where that little node is. As in, yeah, what frequency it's on. It's quite close to what I'm using for the WiresX gateway. And of course, yeah, I can always move the WiresX gateway, not a problem. Easier than moving it for the actual ALLSTAR node. And that's a little bit more head work. Yeah, press my little reset button on the front, and of course, yeah, it's the quickest way to disconnect everything. Yeah, it's just sitting there. Well, it's actually a shutdown button. But yeah, it's sat there shut down now. Yeah, I shouldn't get too many pops and bangs, but what I've done is I pulled the ALLSTAR node closer to the FTM 200, and yeah, you started to break up. Michael, and then I pulled it further away, and yeah, you were clearer. But yeah, there was a bit of breakup before though. Yeah, that might have been what a reverbing was and things like that. So yeah, let's take away the last thing we added, and that's what I've done. Yeah, I'll have the frequency changed, ready for next week. Yeah, it's all good. So we go round to Rod G0 EUZ.
G0, you said, back to the group. Yeah, no, you were alright for me this time, Chris, as was Michael and Steve, so yeah, everything's settling down, I think, so good. What else is there? There's not a lot happening this week. Trying to think, yeah, I've had my usual sweet barbecue spare ribs tonight, and a sticky toffee pudding. Very nice, and a couple of glasses of wine. I've enjoyed that. I've not been drinking wine of late, but it seems to seems to have gone down rather well. I did have a beer to start with because it was very hot. So there we go. So I don't know what the weather's doing. I've not really looked. I think it's still alright for next week for us. Although I think there was some heavy rain coming somewhere. But I don't know exactly where. Could certainly do with it, that's for sure. Good ladies are busy watering the garden every day because it costed a lot of money. But you can't be helped. Our cars are all full of dust, and it's Sahara dust, isn't it? When all that hot weather was coming, you get the dust from the Sahara at the same time. So, and of course, because it's hot weather, you can't wash your car because it dries immediately, you know. So there we go. It's one of those things. Dirty car is better than a scratch car. Okay, back to you then, Chris. M7CCS G0EUZ.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, yeah, things have definitely calmed down here. But yeah, the 5G light is still flashing. I think, yeah, there was some reverbs going on which was causing kilobytes. Well, yeah, I say kilobytes and megabytes. If it's chucking 2 streams out on something, then yeah, it's a little bit more. So yeah, I was just watching. I dropped using the WiresX. So I dropped using the wire. I say that as it blasts back at me. So yeah, I think I'm just going to use it aggressively. We just use DMR. Use equipment that's not getting too hot. It will be the one, isn't it? But although I'm getting, yeah, people are going to experience buffering on my YouTube video and stuff like that. So I think it is internet. I think it's internet is what the problem is. So I'm going to take, yeah, I am going to take an educated decision. I'm going to actually get in, yeah, in due time. I'm going to get the link up for the YouTube one, chuck it onto the live stream of Facebook, and then I am going to shut that live stream down, and that will help improve some things for me. Probably. I'm probably trying to push it above its limits, to be honest, because it is actually mobile broadband in a sense. Well, it's home broadband from free, but of course it's 5G, and yeah, the 5G transmitter isn't anywhere near me. It's in the distant limits. I've done some strange things, and it gets the signal there. But yeah, because of the temperature changes and things like that, it's not able to pull as many shall we say. So there is one viewer watching, so I'll let them know that I'm going to put the YouTube link up in the comments, and then of course hopefully you switch over to the YouTube. A quick way to do it, if you are listening, is just type in my call sign, Mike 7 Charlie Charlie, yeah, and type in Saturday Ragchew Net to YouTube, and you will actually find the live stream just by doing that search. I tried it out the other day, so that works very well. So let's try and go to the 2E0 station.
To Echo 0, Hotel Delta Tango. Yeah, good evening, everybody, or good morning to anybody that's outside of the UK. I think there was a US station on the Ragchew Net. Or good afternoon, perhaps. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't often get on on the air these days, but I just thought I'd tune on in while I was cooking a barbecue in the backyard. It's been a fabulous week here in the UK, hasn't it? It's been absolutely sensational. It's all going to change tomorrow. I think we're due for a week of rain and lower temperatures, but I guess the gardens will probably enjoy that very much. Yeah, no, thank you very much for letting me join the net there, and I'm just operating on a Yaesu FT3D handheld, connecting through to the GB3MN repeater in Disley, and yeah, QTH here is Hazel Grove, and the name here is Kelly Kilo Echo Lima Yankee. Back to you.
7 Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there. On the next range, yeah, tell us how you're getting in. I think it's for obviously it might be on a Yaesu radio, but yeah, I get the link call sign for CQ Northwest, but on the PNet I get your actual call sign. It does come up, so it is transcoding through the system. So yeah, that's all good there. So what we do is see if anyone else would like to join in with us. So if you'd like to join in, go ahead with your kind of name and location and an over.
Kilo Charlie 3 Zulu Uniform Quebec, John in northeastern Pennsylvania, America. Kilo
I've got you there, John. If you want to go ahead with an over.
How you doing, Chris, and everybody else on the net? Hope everybody's doing well. Weather here in northeastern Pennsylvania is 14 degrees Celsius, a little on the cool side for this time of the year. Weather, you know, the sun is out, but it's still a little chilly outside, but I understand you've got a heat wave over in your neck of the woods. Other than that, not too terribly much to report. I'm enjoying watching the Isle of Man TT, watching those crazy people. They are just absolutely crazy. And this week I'm looking forward to the 5th season of Clarkson's Farm. I don't know if you all watch that or not over there, but my wife and I really enjoy it. Other than that, nothing really much else going on, so I'm going to send it back to you. This is Kilo Charlie 3 Zulu Uniform Quebec.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Yeah, thanks very much there, John. And we'll give a call and see if anyone else would like to join us. So if you would like to join us on the Saturday Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over.
Mike Whiskey 3 Whiskey, Mike Papa Quill from near Portmarnock.
Well, hearing you lighting, and of course, I've not heard you for a while now, so yeah, if you want to have an over there.
I only got a part of that message coming back to me. I hope you're talking to me. But Mike Whiskey 3 Whiskey, Mike Papa Quill coming back. Yeah, it's been a kind of busy kind of day. Weather here has been lovely today, but it's not so good at the moment. Looks like it's going to change. And, of course, it's going to change. I got people coming to stay with me over this next week, and they've missed the best weather. But, yeah, it's been a while since I've been on. I've had problems, so hopefully it's all sorted out now. I wish I could get help with my DMR system. That's something that's not working very well at all. But yeah, we'll try again. We'll try again, and we won't just let it happen. But yeah, I'll put it back to you now then. See if you got that message. M7 Charlie Sierra. Back to you. MW3 WMP.
Like 7 Charlie Sierra. Yeah, I got you absolutely fine. Not a problem. The full over. So yeah, it's all good there. What we'll do, we'll give a shout out for Craig. Yeah, Craig Orton. He's trying to reconfigure his jumbo spot. Yeah, so he's just trying to reconfigure that to come and join us. He's listening via the Facebook. And James McCarthy, who was on there and yeah, made himself known. Of course wished me a happy birthday for yesterday. So far on YouTube, I just see Michael. Yeah, we won't give you a double check in there. What we will do is we will go to the top of the list and we will go to GW5 VOG.
GW5 VOG returning. Thank you, Chris, and I must take this opportunity to wish you happy birthday. I haven't said that yet. Also to Michael's wife, happy birthday too. But yeah, I was looking at your pictures and your AI. What do we call it? A medieval banquet with you as king. That's why you're dropping out. You've been eating too much. Anyway, I'm very impressed by starting off your birthday with a Toby Carvery breakfast. That's very good, very good. And it looks like you know you celebrating all day long. And I wonder if it was a milestone birthday, Chris. Perhaps you could say yes or no to that after. But maybe you just like celebrating in your family, which is very good. We try not to celebrate our birthdays. We want to forget them, unfortunately, when you get to our age. But yeah, we do always get together with the kids round about birthday times. Myself, my wife, and my eldest son were all born in March. And my youngest son was born in July, and his fiancée is also born in July. So we always get together at those 2 times of the year and celebrate their birthdays. But ourselves, we try and forget them. So yeah, that was good. And I assume, I've never had a Toby Carvery breakfast, but I assume you can go back and have seconds as much as you want to eat, and it's bottomless tea and coffee and that, is it? So let us know, did you go back for seconds, Chris, or did you behave yourself? When you have an ordinary Toby Carvery, do you always go back for seconds? I'm interested to know. Anyway, happy birthday to you, and back round to you, M7CCS from GW5 VOG.
Like 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, no, I didn't go back for seconds. What I put on my plate, if you noticed the picture, which at the moment I won't have it, of course, yeah, I'm actually going to put the settings of a hotspot up. Of course, yeah, just before I kill the feed over on the Facebook. And of course, I think, yeah, you may have joined on the YouTube, but yeah, I'm doing that, and I'm showing the settings. Basically, I've set to change to DMR gateway, and then you need to enable XRX, of course. yeah, you can still tick Brandmeister over, but I don't use that. And whilst I'm doing the net, of course you can go change your XLX, and then this is just for purposes 042. So you just type 042. There we go. Module D, and apply changes. Right, that's just a quick one, and that can be rewound on the Facebook because I'm going to be editing it. Right, we will go round to Michael. That was just a little bit of help for someone who wanted to get in there through that there. Over to you there, Michael.
It's Chris, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa here. Good to see you were, everybody on that round were bright and clear from my transmission level. I could hear everybody and everything seemed to go well. So hopefully we got it corrected. You doing your magic behind the scenes there, Chris, making it happen. This is, I guess you could call this a special birthday for my wife. My wife was born in 1963. For those of you who are doing the basic math, that makes her 63 years old yesterday. So born in 63, turned 63. Now, Chris is a little behind her as far as that goes. And I was thinking about today, Chris, I have a son that's 41. I have another son that's 42. My oldest son is 42. So literally, you could be the same as my kids, or I could be your dad as far as that goes, because I'm just in that range. So, because I'm proud to say I'm turned 65 a few months ago. And we do celebrate our birthdays because we've known too many people that didn't make it this far. So the reason we're celebrating is because we're here still alive and kicking, and life is still going on for us. So that's the reason we celebrate. We're talking about birthdays. Yeah, I don't look like the guy in the mirror that I did when I was 18, but heck, I'm still here. I lost a friend just a few months ago, and he had just turned 65, and so I mourn the loss of him and some of the other people that don't make it. So I figure I may as well celebrate the birthday years that I get, because it's like they say, there's not so much the years in your life, but the life in your years. So I try to make the best of all of them and get to know good people all over the place. John made me remember something. Last week when I got off the net, and later on when I went downstairs, the national news came on, and they talked about the cheese roll that y'all were having over in the UK. And they had videos of it, people falling down, rolling down the hills, and the people that got injured and things like that. And I was told my wife, I said, right there, Donna was trying to park her car in the middle of all that and all the traffic she was complaining about. So y'all made the national news over here for some of the things you do over there. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. It's Chris.
Seven Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there. And yeah, a key up of the mic at the end there. But yeah, we made the news. But yeah, there was actually a post on. There's a pub called the Cheese Rollers as well, in Sherdington, and of course, yeah, there was it looked like a joke going out as a status, but it was serious. It said an Englishman, an Irishman, and an American talking about running down a hill after cheese. Yeah, they just left it at that. But quite literally, yeah, it wasn't, and they said this is not a joke. So yeah, all good there. What I'm going to do now is I will put it round to G0 EUZ. 7 Charlie.
G0 EUZ, back to the group. Yeah. All good there. It's definitely getting better. Good evening to Kelly and John and Will. Glad you could all make it. I'll come round to you shortly, I suppose. Yeah, going back to your tribulations, Steve, there's nothing worse than setting something up and it all going wrong. You know, it's just annoying. But like you say, if you no mobile signal, it makes it very difficult to sort things out. I despair, really. You know, the government has put loads and loads of money into getting, you know, trying to get signals going, and there's still places in this tiny little island where you can't get a signal. You know, and it's absolutely outrageous. Ely, which is the city up the road from us, 12 miles, and I can't get a signal there on my particular road too. And that's all over the town, you know. And that's a major town, or a major city, with a cathedral and everything, lots and lots of visitors, you know. I mean, if you're in Australia, in the middle of nowhere, you could expect it. But they do have coverage. The answer is Skylink, which Sutty has. So that's the way to go, I think. Yeah, I'm glad somebody mentioned the weather there. It's getting worse and rainy. Having said that, it doesn't rain an awful lot in East Anglia anyway. It's the driest part of the country. So, you know, maybe we'll escape it. Although we could definitely do with it for the crops. You know, because a lot of the crops are growing here for the whole UK. Anyway, back to you, Chris. M7CCS G0 user.
Hey, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, I'll try that again. I don't know whether it went out of, but yeah, I said how am I breaking up, but yeah, I think I keyed just a little bit too soon. But yeah, it's all good. And of course, yeah, they say Starlink's the way to go, and City's got it. My one thing is of course, it was the early 80s, but this was television, wasn't it? And they said, oh, we put a satellite there, and yeah, you can subscribe and all that. And what do they now use? The internet. Because they're not putting a brand new one up there. So, yeah, that's the only thing that I'm not, you know, we're going to get, it's still going to be there in my lifetime. So, yeah, but of course, yeah. They will still keep in years to come. They'll keep taking subscriptions, and then suddenly they'll have to find something new. But of course, that's innovation, isn't it? They find something new. But that's the most annoying thing. Talking of that, of course, yeah, well-known TV provider we had here in the UK. We say that for Michael and the others. Of course, yeah, we used to get our TV, we could pay for it and get it via satellite. But of course, yeah, you get so much now. They've changed it, so you get this little box and it uses the internet. But if the internet goes, you've got no TV. And you've got no internet. Yeah, we had a similar kind of thing this week, actually, with Donna's, which isn't actually via a satellite, and it's the red one, Virgin, and we phoned up and we were asked a security question, and they said, I've just sent your latest bill, because we were querying the amount with the correct amount to your email. Can you open your email? But Donna couldn't because they cut her off. Not only on not only on the home internet, but the mobile phone as well. So she literally couldn't access what they were asking or clear security. In the end, yeah, kind of went off on when we managed to clear it. But yeah, silly little things, and they say things are better, but sometimes they ain't that good, are they? So yeah, that's that. So we will go around to 2E0 Hotel Delta Tango, and yeah, hopefully if you can just 11 Charlie Sierra over to 2E0 Oscar Hotel Delta, and yeah, if you can just give us your personal, and I can get that in the log. Over to you there. Yeah. Try again, 30 Hotel Delta Tango. It was, yeah, it just didn't, well, I didn't get no audio, to be honest. I don't think anyone else did. But, yeah, I am looking at multiple networks and multiple dashboards, but I didn't get any audio. Try you on the next one. So we'll go to John, KC3 Zulu Uniform Quebec.
Yeah, Chris. Nothing really much more to add. I really enjoy the chatting of everybody. You know, I don't really have any more to offer. So I'm going to say 7-3 to everybody, and I'll try to make the net sometime next Saturday, and maybe I'll have more to offer. So with that, I'm going to say 7-3. This is Kilo Charlie 3 Zulu Uniform Quebec.
7-3 to you there, and yeah, it helps by the right person, 7-3. When I was displaying that, actually, on the live stream. But yeah, okay there, John, not a problem. So we'll go round to Will, MW3 Whiskey Mike Papa.
MW3 WMP returning. Yes, it's interesting we were talking about different signals, whether you can get them or not. Yes, I've got O2 and actually working quite well around here, but great problems with 2-meter radio. I'm surrounded with mountains, which doesn't help. Being in Snowdonia, I can only get out towards the sea. I can't get out towards the land because I'm afraid they're in the way. But always interested me was when you mentioned the broadband, and you ring them up and ask them, you know, why is it all off? And before you can actually say anything, there's a little woman on a recording that says, if you have a problem in getting through, perhaps you'd like to go to www blah blah blah, and they'll be able to answer the questions for you on the internet. I always found that very interesting, considering that's why I was ringing up in the first place, because the damn thing wasn't working. Anyway, yeah. So I hope everybody's well. I have been on for a while, but I'll try and get myself going again. And the Saturday night is it's not actually very good. But then again, it's nice to see everybody talking and everybody's opinion. Excellent. I'm going to wish you centuries now and get back to doing something different. So I'll wish you all the best, all the people who are listening in. And Sems, Charlie Sierra, MW3 WMQ. P, back to you, sir.
Through there, Will, and of course, yeah, like you say, you're on the phone waiting to get through. They're telling you to go to www. And yeah, it's very patronising when you go internet, isn't it? But yeah, well, I'm using mobile broadband, and of course, yeah, my speeds can be quite exceptional. And of course, yeah, the reason I use it, number one, is of course, yeah, it seems faster than when you've got, you know, a standard line in. Unless you're going for a gigabyte or whatever, then yeah, it'd be a bit faster, and of course, yeah, they improve it and things like that. But yeah, I find when I'm tied to a phone line, tied to a coax cable, yeah, it ain't working. But yeah, when it's over the air, it's actually been okay. But yeah, you get the odd blippages. But of course, yeah, we're not halfway through the contract yet or anything like that. I know that City was with the same people as me, but I think it was 4G routers, and I remember the arguments I had when I had 4G routers. So, and that was before I was even using it for normal needs. All I was running was an IP CCTV camera on it, and it kept dropping. But yeah, it's amazing how you can actually stun an internet supplier when I give them a file and tell them, well, if you give me somewhere to email it, you can open it in Notepad or Word or whatever, and it tell you every little instance where my internet's gone down. But it's a little service that the Slight Radar box does. So you can, yeah, you can tell your internet provider, because you've got to have stable internet to host it. It's one of their things. So yeah, it's pretty good in there. It's good when you've got the data to argue with, because they ask you what time, and that's just a general question, but you give them times, date to the minute. So that's all good. So I'm just looking there. Everyone there is listening. So we will go round Steve, GW5 VOG. He's at the top of our list, so he gets to choose. Are we closing down now, or are we going to go round again? Over to you there, Steve, GW5 VOG.
GW5VOG returning. Thank you, Chris. Well, now you're asking the question. I was up at 7 o'clock this morning. I didn't get an awful lot of sleep in the night. I was a bit hot and bothered. Anyway, I'm probably thinking about the day to come and with excitement, maybe, or trepidation. Anyway, so I'm rather tired. I was falling asleep after my evening meal, but I managed not to, because that has happened to me before. I do a net on a Wednesday night, the local radio club on 2 meters, and a few times I've gone asleep and not woken up till about half an hour after it started. So anyway, I didn't fall asleep, and so I'm going for 73 because I'm tired. So I hope that's all right with you. If you want to carry on, Chris, you just overrule me. Yeah, we've still got satellite here on the house, and of course it's not just satellite anymore. It's kind of hybrid now, isn't it? We've got Sky Q, so you get kind of like your day-to-day programs come over the satellite, and you can stream everything as well. So it's a sort of weird combination of the two. I have the same problem if my broadband goes down. I've got an app called My Sky, because I've got broadband with Sky as well, and you can test. It's got a very good testing system on it, so you can test how well it's working and everything, and it gives you instructions what to do if there's a problem and that sort of thing. But the only trouble is it doesn't work very well when your broadband's down. So you know, it is a catch-22, and I mean, in theory, we should still be able to connect to it through the mobile phone signal, but it quite often says, you know, you can't do this because the connection's not good enough or something, and it doesn't like. And also sometimes it says about security because and it'll tell you to, you know, connect your Wi-Fi and go on that. And anyway, it's you know, very frustrating, and we don't get too many interruptions to our broadband. It does tend to like pop out for a few odd minutes, a couple of times a week. That's all. It can be annoying if you stream something, but it's not really a problem. So yeah, I'll pass back to you then, Chris, and wish everyone 73 if we are going to do the 73 round. Nice.
Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, I think I just got lost because something interfered with me. I thought it was a radio making a funny noise then. But yeah, I will say 7-3 to you there. Oh, that was it. You're on Sky Stream. That was it. So yeah, you've got the satellite and you've got that. Well, you pretty much I signed up the beginning of the year, should we say? Well, just before the beginning of the year actually, because I wanted to get those little deals for the Christmas bit. And of course, yeah, basically what I got, you don't have to have their internet. You don't have to, you know, so we're giving this away? No, for sure, a comparison sites do it. So of course, yeah, Virgin Media, they've got something called Virgin Flex. So you haven't got to have their coax and their box and whatever, but you've got to have their internet. So you have got to have their coax and their internet, and that won't work on anything else. So you think of the backup as, of course, the internet goes, but you can piggyback off your mobile phone. What some companies do, they will give you extended minutes on your phone and then tell you to piggyback off your phone. So there's that. But yeah, Virgin, it won't even piggyback off your phone. So that's that one. Yeah, Sky, it works on any internet. So that's the thing. So if you're changing, you want to change your internet provider, you don't have to have it through Sky. And like I said, I've got it as I say mobile broadband. It is home broadband. It's signed up as home broadband. It's just I've got the antennas to get to the other tower. And of course 5G is available in my area, or they wouldn't have given it me. It's just that the transmitter is a little bit intermittent, shall we say. But when it clocks onto the further transmitter, it does a lot better. So the way it works is it tries to connect to 2 transmitters. So that's why it makes it a bit faster, because it's like a double channel. Of speed, I've got 2 lights on, so yeah, it's working all good now. So we will go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and yeah, he'll tell us all about AD&T and cable over there, and of course, yeah, I don't know how that works, but I know there was a film with Jim Carrey in it called The Cable Guy, so they must have cable TV, and in Breaking Bad, I didn't have, shall we say, yeah, they have the cable in the back of the TV, but they can only give receipt. Okay, I timed out. Over to you there, Michael.
Hop up from the 73 round because I should have been downstairs a few minutes ago, so I'm going to make it short. Appreciate you doing the net tonight, Chris, and good to hear from Rod and Steve and all the guys. Hope you'll have a great week, and I will talk to you next Saturday. 73 from Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Like 7 Charlie Sierra, yep, 7-3 there, Michael. And we're going to range to G0 EUZ, range U for your 7-3. And yeah, that'll be the last one. Range U, Rod. G0 EUZ.
G0 EUZ, right, lovely. Yeah, 7-3's to John, you've already gone, and Will. There was that 2E0 station, wasn't there? So yeah, 7-3's to Steve and to Michael, and you enjoy your meal. And we'll catch you next week. Look forward to that, and we'll see what kind of a radio I turn up with next week. Of course, it's Sutties this week, isn't it? So I'll have to try and remember that on Wednesday. So 7-3s, thanks for doing everything, Chris, as usual. And we'll see you all next week. Everybody have a good week. M7CCS, G0 EUZ.
CQNW weather update. The northwest is looking a bit mixed today. Temperatures range from 16 to 19 degrees, with Manchester and Crewe on the warmer side. Winds are light, ranging from 2 to 6 miles per hour. Expect overcast in some areas like Manchester and Crewe, while Blackpool enjoys a few clouds. No severe weather warnings to report, so you're safe. 7-3 from M0NWX.
Charlie Sierra and the weather report that we had before that. So interesting to know, but of course, yeah, my ALLSTAR will click over in a minute and it will give me the weather report for here. So yeah, but it doesn't do that till 9 o'clock. But that's all good. Yeah, there was a 2E0 station, but yeah, I didn't hear when I called last time, so I will try and call again. 2E0 Oscar Hotel Delta Tango. Okay, nothing heard. So in the net tonight, we had GW5 VOG. We had the Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa Michael G0 EUZ Rod. M7EMH City was listening. M9 TZY Ray Newton Abbott keyed up, and then we didn't hear again. M7 JBB Brian Stoke on Trent. 2E0 Oscar Hotel Delta Tango, and then we didn't hear again. C3 Zulu Uniform Quebec. MW3 Whiskey Mike Papa, and Craig Alton, who was listening on Facebook, and James McCarthy, who was listening on Facebook. They may have switched over to the YouTube now, as I put the link over there. Yeah, catch City this week on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. on this network. Of course, he hosts his net there. So 7-3 all, and I'll catch you all later down the log. 7-3 from Mike 7, Charlie Sierra.